Good morning, afternoon, everyone. We live in a world filled with constant noise inside and outside. But how many of us take the time to truly control the things that can define our future? The truth is, there are four areas in your life you must control if you want to succeed: your mouth, your mood, your mind, and your money. First, let's talk about the power of your words. What you say matters. Your words are like seeds that you plant into your life. If you're speaking negativity, guess what? That's exactly what you're going to grow. The words you speak create the world you live in. So speak wisely, speak with intention. If you want success, speak success. If you want peace, speak peace. Your mouth has the power to build or destroy. Be careful how you use it. Now, onto your mood. We've all had those days when emotions take control and we find ourselves acting in ways we later regret. But I want to tell you this: you can control your emotions. Your moods don't define you, your ability to manage them does. When you allow your mood to dictate your decisions, you risk sabotaging everything. Learning emotional discipline allows you to navigate life with calm and clarity, making better decisions even in the toughest times. Next is the mind. You see, your mind is the ultimate battlefield. What you think, you become. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you want success, it starts with a mindset of growth, opportunity, and resilience. Train your mind to focus on what you want, not what you fear. Clear your thoughts from doubt and distraction. Your mental discipline will lead to the clarity you need to take action, pursue your dreams, and overcome obstacles. Which brings us to money. Money, like everything else, is a reflection of your mindset. If you're constantly thinking of lack, you will find yourself in situations where money always seems out of reach. If you control your mindset, you control your wealth. Be disciplined with your spending. Don't let emotions dictate your financial choices. Treat money with respect, plan for it, save it, invest it wisely, and it will grow. But remember, this isn't just about being smart with words, moods, thoughts, and finances. It's about responsibility. You must take full responsibility for every word you speak, every emotion you feel, every thought you entertain, and every dollar you spend. That responsibility is the key to unlocking your full potential. Here's the powerful thing: when you control your mouth, mood, mind, and money, you change the game. You create the life you desire. You build the future you deserve. And this transformation begins with you. So let's start today. Control your mouth, control your mood, control your mind, control your money, and watch as your life begins to shift towards the success, peace, and prosperity you've always dreamed of. The power of words is one of the most extraordinary forces in human life. From the moment we begin speaking, we are shaping our world, our relationships, our opportunities, our self-perception, and our future. Words are not merely sounds or written symbols. They are tools of influence, expression, and creation. The words we speak, the words we hear, and even the words we think have a profound impact on our experiences and the lives of those around us. Words can be a source of strength or destruction. They are capable of building bridges or burning them, of creating opportunities or closing them. This duality of power is what makes our relationship with words so critical. Whether we realize it or not, our words hold immense potential, and if we learn to harness that power, they can guide us to the life we truly desire. One of the most significant ways words influence us is by shaping our internal narrative. Our inner dialogue, how we talk to ourselves, directly affects our confidence, motivation, and emotional state. If we constantly tell ourselves that we're not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable of success, those negative affirmations will become the lens through which we view the world. Over time, they can hold us back from taking risks, stepping out of our comfort zones, or pursuing our true potential. On the other hand, positive affirmations and supportive self-talk can radically transform our mindset. When we speak to ourselves with kindness, encouragement, and belief in our abilities, we begin to rewire our brains. Our words help to create a mental environment where self-doubt is minimized and confidence grows. This shift in internal dialogue often leads to more decisive action, better performance, and an overall more positive outlook on life. By carefully choosing our words, we can cultivate a mindset that supports our goals, helps us overcome challenges, and propels us towards success. Our words also shape our relationships with others. Communication is the foundation of human connection, and the way we speak to people influences how they perceive us and how they feel about themselves. A simple word of encouragement can brighten someone's day, motivate them to achieve their goals, or provide comfort in times of distress. Conversely, harsh words, criticism, or negativity can cause lasting harm. Words can wound deeply, and even though we may apologize or try to take them back, the emotional impact often lingers long after they've been spoken. Think about the conversations you have with those closest to you. When you speak with kindness, understanding, and empathy, you strengthen your relationships. Your words build trust and foster deeper connections. But when words are laced with impatience, frustration, or anger, they create distance and misunderstanding. In the same way, the words others use to communicate with us can either uplift or hurt us. The way we speak to one another, especially in moments of conflict, can either resolve tensions or escalate them. Words have the power to heal or to hurt, to reconcile or to divide. Moreover, words have a significant impact on our external reality, particularly when it comes to how we express our intentions and desires. Many successful individuals emphasize the importance of speaking their goals into existence. When we articulate our aspirations, we are not only clarifying them for ourselves, but also signaling our commitment to those goals to the world. This act of verbalizing our intentions makes them more real and tangible. It also opens up opportunities for others to support us, collaborate with us, or offer guidance. The act of speaking our desires helps to solidify our vision, and it creates a sense of accountability that pushes us to take action. At the same time, the words we speak also reveal our beliefs about ourselves and the world. If we speak with certainty and optimism, we convey a belief that things are possible, that challenges are temporary, and that we are capable of overcoming them. If we speak with doubt, fear, or negativity, we send a message to ourselves and others that we are unsure, helpless, or resigned to our current circumstances. Our words, then, are a mirror of our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes. They reflect our inner world and shape the way we experience reality. One of the most powerful aspects of words is their ability to inspire action. Think of the speeches and declarations that have changed history. Great leaders, thinkers, and innovators throughout time have used words to spark movements, rally people to a cause, or push humanity toward progress. The words we speak can motivate not only ourselves, but also others to take meaningful steps toward a better future. A well-chosen phrase has the power to ignite passion, to stir the heart, and to create a sense of urgency. Words can rally people to fight for justice, pursue innovation, or make positive change in their communities. A single sentence can alter the course of someone's life, giving them the courage to take a bold step forward or to believe in the possibility of a brighter future. The power of words extends far beyond the individual. When we speak collectively, we create culture. The language we use as a society reflects our values, beliefs, and priorities. Words have the power to shape collective consciousness. Whether through political discourse, media, or social movements, the words we use in public spaces influence the direction of societal progress. If we want to create a more compassionate, inclusive, and just world, we must be mindful of the language we use and the messages we send to others. In conclusion, the power of words cannot be underestimated. Every word we speak carries weight. It has the potential to shape our internal world, influence our relationships, manifest our desires, and create the future we envision. If we are intentional with our words, choosing them carefully and wisely, we can transform our lives in remarkable ways. Our words are not just expressions, they are tools of creation, and they can be used to craft the life we truly want to live. It's time to recognize the extraordinary power we hold in our mouths and use it to build, uplift, and inspire. Emotional mastery is the ability to understand, regulate, and harness your emotions in a way that benefits you and those around you. It's not about suppressing your feelings or pretending to be unaffected by life's challenges. Instead, it's about recognizing your emotions, understanding their causes, and using them to guide you rather than control you. This skill is crucial for personal growth, success, and maintaining healthy relationships. Emotions are powerful forces within us, and learning how to master them is essential for creating the life we want to live. The first step toward emotional mastery is recognizing that emotions are not inherently good or bad. They are natural, instinctive responses to the experiences and situations we face in life. Our emotions are designed to inform us about our environment and how we feel about it. When we feel happy, it's a sign that we are aligned with what we desire. When we feel sad, frustrated, or angry, it signals that something is out of alignment with our expectations or needs. Emotions are like signals, offering us valuable insights into our internal states. However, it's not the emotions themselves that determine our outcomes, it's how we respond to them. Many people struggle with emotional regulation because they allow their emotions to dictate their actions. When we don't have control over our emotions, we become reactive rather than proactive. We may lash out in anger, withdraw in sadness, or feel overwhelmed by anxiety, all of which can damage relationships, hinder personal growth, and create unnecessary stress. These reactions can spiral, causing more harm than good. But emotional mastery gives us the tools to break this cycle. It allows us to pause, reflect, and choose our responses more thoughtfully. One of the most important aspects of emotional mastery is self-awareness. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of emotions and let them take over. But when we pause and tune into our emotional state, we can start to understand what's truly happening beneath the surface. For instance, when you feel anger bubbling up inside you, it's not always about the immediate situation. It's often a sign of deeper frustration or unmet expectations. Recognizing this allows you to address the root cause of your emotions rather than just reacting to the surface level. Through self-awareness, you begin to identify patterns in your emotional responses. Perhaps you notice that certain triggers consistently evoke specific emotions in you: stress when you're under pressure, irritability when you feel unsupported, or sadness when you face disappointment. This awareness is powerful because it opens the door to emotional growth. You can start to ask yourself why these triggers affect you so strongly. What past experiences or beliefs are influencing your emotional reactions? By understanding the source of your emotions, you can begin to reframe your responses and make conscious choices about how to manage them. Another essential aspect of emotional mastery is emotional regulation. Once you understand your emotions, the next step is to learn how to regulate them in a healthy way. This doesn't mean repressing your feelings or pretending they don't exist. Instead, it means finding strategies that allow you to process your emotions without letting them control you. For example, if you feel anger rising within you, instead of reacting immediately, you might choose to take a few deep breaths, step away from the situation, or engage in a physical activity to release pent-up energy. These tools give you the space to process your emotions before you respond, preventing rash actions and allowing you to handle the situation more calmly and effectively. One of the most effective ways to regulate your emotions is through mindfulness. Mindfulness teaches you to stay present in the moment without judgment, which helps you detach from the emotional storms that arise. When you practice mindfulness, you observe your emotions as they arise without getting swept up in them. You acknowledge their presence, but you don't let them define your actions. This allows you to create a sense of calm and clarity, even in stressful situations. Over time, mindfulness helps you build resilience, making it easier to manage difficult emotions and bounce back from setbacks. Emotional mastery also involves cultivating emotional intelligence, which is the ability to perceive, understand, and manage both your emotions and the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence helps you navigate social interactions, resolve conflicts, and build deeper connections with those around you. It's not enough to just understand your own emotions, you also need to be attuned to the emotions of others. When you're able to empathize with others and respond to their emotional needs, you can foster stronger, more supportive relationships. Empathy is a key element of emotional intelligence. When you empathize with others, you can understand their perspective, which allows you to respond with compassion and understanding. This not only strengthens your relationships, but also helps you avoid misunderstandings and unnecessary conflict. For example, if a colleague is upset or frustrated, rather than reacting defensively or with frustration of your own, you can approach the situation with empathy. You can listen actively, validate their feelings, and offer support, which helps diffuse tension and build rapport. In addition to empathy, emotional mastery requires emotional resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. Life is full of challenges, and our emotional responses to these challenges can either make or break us. When we're emotionally resilient, we're able to recover from setbacks and move forward with strength and determination. This doesn't mean that we don't experience pain, disappointment, or sadness. It means that we don't let those emotions define us. Instead of staying stuck in negative emotions, resilient individuals acknowledge them, process them, and then take action to move forward. Emotional mastery is not a destination, but an ongoing practice. It takes time, effort, and patience to develop the skills necessary to manage your emotions effectively. But as you cultivate greater emotional awareness, regulation, and resilience, you begin to notice a shift in your life. You become more grounded, less reactive, and more capable of handling life's challenges with grace and composure. You also become more connected to others, able to navigate relationships with empathy and understanding. Ultimately, emotional mastery is about creating balance. It's about being in control of your emotions rather than allowing them to control you. It's about responding to life's ups and downs with a sense of calm, clarity, and strength. When you master your emotions, you open up the possibility for greater peace, deeper relationships, and a more fulfilling life. Mental focus is one of the most powerful tools we possess, yet it is often one of the most underutilized. In today's fast-paced, distraction-filled world, cultivating mental focus is more important than ever. It is the ability to direct your thoughts and attention toward a specific task, goal, or purpose, blocking out distractions and maintaining clarity of thought. Whether in personal life, career, or relationships, mental focus allows us to perform at our best, navigate challenges with ease, and achieve the outcomes we desire. The ability to focus not only enhances our productivity, but also our overall well-being, allowing us to live with more intention and purpose. To understand the significance of mental focus, it's essential to first acknowledge the nature of the mind. The human brain is an incredibly complex and powerful organ, capable of processing vast amounts of information. However, it is also highly susceptible to distractions. Every day, we are bombarded with stimuli, emails, messages, social media updates, and constant noise that pulls our attention in multiple directions. In a world full of competing demands, the ability to direct and maintain mental focus becomes a valuable skill. Without it, we can feel overwhelmed, scatterbrained, and unproductive, often struggling to complete even the simplest tasks. Mental focus is not simply about paying attention for a few minutes or forcing yourself to concentrate. It's about creating a state of deep, sustained attention and intention where you are fully immersed in the task at hand. When we achieve this level of focus, time seems to slow down, and we enter a state known as flow, a mental state in which a person is fully engaged and performing at their best. In this state, distractions fade into the background, and we experience a heightened sense of clarity, creativity, and efficiency. Achieving flow is often the result of intentional mental focus, where we have trained our minds to ignore the noise and concentrate on the task before us. One of the first steps in building mental focus is learning how to control your attention. Attention is a finite resource. We can only focus on a limited number of things at any given moment. The mind has a natural tendency to jump from one thing to the next, especially when it is under stress or when there are numerous competing demands. Learning to control this tendency is a key aspect of mental focus. It involves recognizing when your mind is wandering and gently guiding it back to the task at hand. It's about being aware of the distractions that pull your attention away and making a conscious effort to redirect your focus back to your goals. Another important component of mental focus is discipline. Discipline is the ability to stick with a task even when it becomes difficult, boring, or frustrating. It's about staying committed to your objectives and continuing to put in the effort regardless of the obstacles or setbacks you may face. Discipline helps you maintain focus over long periods, which is essential for achieving success. Many people start off strong but lose momentum as they encounter challenges or distractions. However, those who have cultivated mental focus and discipline are able to push through these obstacles, remaining steadfast in their pursuit of their goals. Building mental focus also requires developing strong organizational habits. When we're disorganized, our minds become cluttered, and it becomes much harder to focus on what truly matters. It's easy to become distracted when we're surrounded by chaos or when we have too many tasks competing for our attention. By establishing systems for managing our time, setting clear priorities, and breaking down large projects into manageable steps, we can reduce the mental clutter that prevents us from focusing. Organizing our environment, whether it's our physical workspace or our digital devices, also plays a significant role in minimizing distractions and maintaining focus. A clean, organized space is conducive to clear thinking, and it allows us to concentrate more effectively on our work. Equally important is the ability to manage your energy. Mental focus is not something that can be sustained indefinitely without proper care. Our brains, like any other part of our body, need rest and nourishment. If we push ourselves too hard without taking breaks, our focus begins to decline. It's essential to manage our energy levels by incorporating rest, exercise, and proper nutrition into our routines. Taking short breaks throughout the day, getting enough sleep, and staying hydrated all contribute to maintaining a high level of mental clarity and focus. When our bodies are well cared for, our minds are more resilient, and we can sustain our focus for longer periods. Another factor that contributes to mental focus is the ability to manage emotions. Emotions can be powerful distractions that pull us away from the task at hand. Whether it's anxiety, frustration, or excitement, our emotions can cloud our thinking and prevent us from staying focused. The key to overcoming emotional distractions is emotional regulation, the ability to recognize and manage our emotions in a way that doesn't interfere with our focus. When we are able to acknowledge our emotions without being overwhelmed by them, we can return our attention to the task at hand. Techniques like mindfulness and deep breathing can be effective tools for managing emotions and staying focused on what matters. In addition to these practical strategies, mental focus is also influenced by mindset. Your belief in your ability to focus and succeed plays a significant role in how effectively you can concentrate. If you believe that staying focused is difficult or that you're not good at it, you're likely to struggle with distractions and lose concentration easily. However, if you cultivate a growth mindset, believing that your focus can improve with practice and effort, you'll be more motivated to develop this skill. A positive mindset empowers you to push through challenges, stay committed to your goals, and maintain focus even when things get tough. Ultimately, mental focus is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. It requires intentional practice, self-discipline, and a willingness to embrace the process of improvement. The benefits of cultivating mental focus are vast. It allows us to be more productive, more creative, and more present in our daily lives. Whether we're pursuing career goals, personal projects, or relationships, mental focus enables us to direct our energy and attention toward the things that matter most. It is the foundation for achieving success, unlocking potential, and living with purpose. When we learn to harness the power of our focus, we tap into a wellspring of potential that can transform our lives and help us create the future we envision.
Financial discipline is one of the most important and empowering skills that anyone can develop in their personal or professional life. It is the ability to manage money with purpose, focus, and consistency, ensuring that financial resources are allocated in a way that supports both short-term needs and long-term goals. Financial discipline is not about depriving oneself of enjoyment or living in constant sacrifice. Rather, it is about making intentional choices that promote financial stability, growth, and independence. Mastering financial discipline allows individuals to secure their future, reduce stress, and build a strong foundation for success. At the core of financial discipline is the concept of budgeting. A budget is a roadmap for managing income and expenses, ensuring that money is allocated wisely and effectively. Without a budget, it is easy to overspend, succumb to impulse purchases, or live paycheck to paycheck, which can result in financial instability and anxiety. Budgeting is not about restricting oneself, but rather about understanding where money is coming from, where it is going, and how to make the most of it. When you create a budget, you are consciously directing your resources toward your priorities. You are making a decision about how much to allocate for essentials, savings, debt repayment, and even leisure. This structured approach helps you avoid financial pitfalls and align your spending with your values. A crucial aspect of financial discipline is distinguishing between wants and needs. It is easy to get caught up in the desire for immediate gratification, especially in a world where consumerism is pervasive and advertisements constantly urge us to buy the next big thing. However, not everything we want is essential, and not everything that is marketed to us is necessary. The key to financial discipline is the ability to prioritize needs over wants. Needs are those things that are essential for survival or well-being, such as food, shelter, and healthcare. Wants, on the other hand, are things that we desire but can live without. By understanding the difference and making conscious decisions about where to allocate money, we can ensure that our financial resources are spent on what truly matters. Another fundamental principle of financial discipline is saving and investing. In today's world, where instant gratification is often prioritized, many people fail to save for the future, living only for the present. However, without savings, it is difficult to weather unexpected financial storms, such as medical emergencies, job loss, or sudden repairs. Saving a portion of income, no matter how small, is one of the most important habits to develop. Financial discipline involves creating a habit of saving regularly and treating it as a non-negotiable expense, much like rent or utilities. In addition to saving, investing is crucial for growing wealth over time. Investing allows money to work for you, generating returns that can lead to financial independence in the long term. The earlier one begins investing, the more time there is for compound growth, which can significantly increase wealth. Financial discipline also requires effective debt management. Debt can be a useful tool when leveraged properly, such as using a loan to purchase a home or invest in education. However, when debt becomes overwhelming or is used irresponsibly, it can be detrimental to financial health. High-interest debts, such as credit card balances, can spiral out of control quickly, draining financial resources and creating long-term financial strain. Part of financial discipline is understanding how to manage and minimize debt. This means paying off high-interest debts first, avoiding unnecessary borrowing, and using credit responsibly. It also involves planning for future debt repayment to ensure that monthly obligations do not interfere with financial goals. In addition to budgeting, saving, investing, and managing debt, financial discipline also involves being mindful of lifestyle inflation. As income increases, it is tempting to increase spending accordingly, upgrading to a more expensive lifestyle, purchasing luxury items, or increasing discretionary spending. This phenomenon is known as lifestyle inflation, and it can hinder long-term financial growth. The key to maintaining financial discipline, even with an increase in income, is to resist the urge to inflate one's lifestyle unnecessarily. Instead of using extra income to boost consumption, consider allocating it toward long-term savings or investments, which can lead to greater financial security and independence in the future. Practicing financial discipline means making thoughtful choices about how to use additional resources rather than allowing them to fuel unhealthy spending habits. Another aspect of financial discipline is tracking and reviewing financial progress regularly. It's not enough to create a budget or set savings goals once and then forget about them. Financial discipline requires an ongoing commitment to assessing and adjusting one's financial situation. Regularly reviewing bank statements, credit reports, and investment portfolios helps you stay on track with your financial goals and make adjustments as necessary. For example, if spending in one category exceeds the budget, it's important to identify why and make changes to avoid repeating the same mistakes. Tracking financial progress is essential for staying motivated and ensuring that financial goals are being met. Financial discipline is also deeply connected to the mindset with which one approaches money. It requires developing a mindset of delayed gratification, understanding the long-term value of financial decisions, and resisting the temptation to overspend for immediate satisfaction. Financial discipline means making conscious decisions, not impulsive ones, and creating systems that support sound financial behavior. It is about developing good habits, such as avoiding debt traps, living within one's means, and being strategic with savings and investments. Over time, this mindset becomes second nature, and financial discipline becomes an integral part of one's identity. The rewards of financial discipline are substantial. Individuals who practice financial discipline enjoy greater peace of mind, as they are less likely to be burdened by financial stress or anxiety. They also have the ability to weather unexpected financial challenges and take advantage of opportunities for growth and advancement. Financial discipline fosters independence, as it provides the freedom to make choices based on values rather than financial necessity. Moreover, financial discipline enables individuals to achieve their long-term goals, such as homeownership, retirement, and financial independence. It empowers people to make thoughtful, intentional decisions that lead to a life of security, opportunity, and fulfillment. In conclusion, financial discipline is a cornerstone of financial well-being. It involves creating and sticking to a budget, distinguishing between needs and wants, saving and investing regularly, managing debt responsibly, and avoiding the pitfalls of lifestyle inflation. It requires a mindset of long-term thinking, delayed gratification, and intentional decision-making. By practicing financial discipline, individuals can secure their financial future, reduce stress, and achieve their goals. The ability to manage finances with discipline and purpose is one of the most valuable skills anyone can possess in today's complex financial landscape.
Responsibility is a fundamental aspect of human life, serving as the cornerstone for personal growth, meaningful relationships, and societal progress. It refers to the ability to recognize and accept the consequences of one's actions, decisions, and behaviors, as well as the duty to fulfill obligations and commitments. Responsibility is not merely a concept, it is an ongoing practice, one that requires maturity, self-awareness, and a deep understanding of how our actions impact the world around us. At its core, responsibility is about ownership, owning both the successes and failures that arise from our choices and taking proactive steps to navigate life with integrity and accountability. To fully grasp the importance of responsibility, it's essential to recognize how it influences every aspect of our lives. From our personal decisions to our interactions with others, responsibility plays a critical role in shaping our identities and destinies. It begins with self-responsibility, the ability to take charge of our own lives and actions. Self-responsibility means recognizing that we are the architects of our own experiences, that the choices we make determine the course of our lives. It means understanding that we have control over our actions, even if we don't have control over external circumstances. In other words, no matter what happens to us, we are responsible for how we respond. This idea of taking ownership of our choices can be empowering, but it can also be challenging. It forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves, our habits, and our behaviors. Instead of blaming others or external forces for our problems, self-responsibility encourages us to look inward and examine the role we play in shaping our own experiences. For instance, if we find ourselves struggling with an unhealthy relationship, a poor financial situation, or a lack of success in our careers, taking responsibility involves asking ourselves what decisions, actions, or patterns may have contributed to these outcomes. It's about moving away from a victim mindset and adopting a proactive approach to solving problems. This mindset of responsibility extends beyond our personal lives to our relationships with others. Being responsible in relationships means understanding that our words, actions, and behaviors can significantly impact the people we care about. It involves being reliable, trustworthy, and accountable in our interactions. In friendships, family dynamics, and romantic partnerships, responsibility manifests as showing up for others, being honest, and keeping commitments. It also means being responsible for how we treat others, recognizing that kindness, respect, and empathy are vital in fostering healthy connections. When we are responsible in our relationships, we build trust, respect, and mutual understanding, which in turn strengthens the bonds we share with others. In a professional context, responsibility is equally crucial. At work, being responsible means taking ownership of our tasks, meeting deadlines, and delivering quality work. It means being dependable and willing to contribute to the success of the team or organization. Responsibility in the workplace is about going beyond the minimum expectations and demonstrating a strong work ethic, integrity, and commitment to excellence. It's also about taking responsibility for mistakes or shortcomings, learning from them, and finding ways to improve. When we take responsibility for our work, we demonstrate professionalism and earn the trust of our colleagues, supervisors, and clients. However, responsibility is not limited to our immediate circles. It extends to our broader responsibilities as members of society. As individuals, we have a role to play in shaping the world around us, whether that involves contributing to our communities, advocating for justice, or making choices that benefit the planet. Social responsibility involves recognizing our impact on others and the environment and acting with a sense of duty to create a positive influence. This could mean volunteering for a cause, practicing sustainability, or simply being mindful of how our actions affect those around us. By embracing our collective responsibility, we contribute to creating a more compassionate, equitable, and sustainable world. One of the most critical aspects of responsibility is accountability, the willingness to acknowledge the outcomes of our actions, both good and bad. Accountability is about owning our decisions and being willing to answer for them. When we are accountable, we don't shy away from admitting our mistakes or shortcomings. Instead, we take the necessary steps to correct them. This requires humility, self-awareness, and a growth mindset. Being accountable means accepting that we are not perfect, but that we are willing to learn and grow from our experiences. It's easy to deflect blame or point fingers, but true responsibility involves taking a hard look at ourselves and doing the work to improve. In addition to personal accountability, responsibility also involves the ability to set and uphold boundaries. When we are responsible, we take ownership of our time, energy, and well-being. This means knowing when to say no, setting limits on how much we are willing to give, and ensuring that we are not overcommitting ourselves. Setting boundaries is not selfish, rather, it is a necessary practice for maintaining our mental, emotional, and physical health. By setting clear boundaries, we are also demonstrating respect for ourselves and others, ensuring that we are able to give our best without burning out or compromising our values. One of the most transformative aspects of responsibility is its power to shape our future. The decisions we make today directly impact the outcomes we experience tomorrow. Responsibility teaches us that our actions have long-term consequences. Whether it's saving for retirement, investing in our education, or cultivating healthy habits, the choices we make today determine the trajectory of our lives. Responsibility is about recognizing the ripple effect of our actions and understanding that small, consistent efforts can lead to significant, lasting change. By being responsible in our daily decisions, we create the foundation for a fulfilling and successful life. However, the path of responsibility is not always easy. It requires discipline, foresight, and courage to take ownership of our lives, especially when things go wrong. But embracing responsibility can also lead to a profound sense of personal empowerment. When we take responsibility for our actions and their consequences, we reclaim control over our lives. We stop waiting for external circumstances to change, and we begin to actively shape our reality. Responsibility is not a burden, it is a gift that allows us to grow, evolve, and create the life we desire. At its heart, responsibility is about integrity and living in alignment with our values. It means making decisions that reflect who we are and what we believe in, regardless of external pressures or temptations. When we act with responsibility, we build a life of authenticity, trust, and respect, both for ourselves and others. It's a practice that empowers us to navigate life's challenges with grace, to take ownership of our successes and failures, and to create a lasting impact on the world around us. Ultimately, responsibility is not just a set of obligations, it is a path to living a fulfilling, meaningful life.